Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mindful Athlete podcast, where we explore how sports impact our lives on and off the field. I'm your host Vivian, and today we have a really exciting episode for you. We are going to dive into the powerful connection between sports and mental health. From reducing stress to building resilience, sports are so much more than just physical activity. But how exactly do they affect our minds? To help us unpack these, we've got an expert on the topic, Mr. Jera Zamwata, a sports trainer who's worked with athletes of all levels to help them not just perform, but thrive mentally and emotionally. Mr. Jairas, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Vivian. It's great to be here.
Well, we are so happy to have you here, so let's get right into it. We all know that sports are a great way to stay fit, but what are some of the mental health benefits that people might not immediately think about?
Good question. When we talk about sports and mental health, the benefits go way beyond the physical. First off, sports are fantastic for reducing stress and anxiety. Physical activity, as simple as it sounds, triggers the release of endorphin. Those feel good chemicals in your brain, or hormones as some people call them, which help combat feelings of stress or tension. But beyond just the chemical reactions, there is something deeply therapeutic about structure and routine that sports provide. For instance, athletes often talk about how getting lost in the game or focusing on their performance help them forget about other worries and stresses. It's almost like a form of mindfulness where the mind is fully engaged in the present moment.
So it's like on the game or the workout serves as a kind of mental reset. That's really interesting. But is there a particular type of sport that has a greater impact on mental health, or does it really depend on the person?
It definitely depends on the person. Some people find that team sports like soccer or basketball offer them a sense of belonging compared. Uh, those are really powerful for people who are seeking social connection. For others, individual sports like running, swimming, yoga provides a sense of personal achievement and introspection. What's important here is that whatever the sport it is, uh, it is consistency and the emotional engagement that truly makes the difference. People who regularly participate in physical activities, whether team-based or single, tend to report lower levels of depression and anxiety, and they feel more positive and empowered overall.
I love how you mentioned the feeling of belonging in team sports. That sense of community can really play a big role in how we feel, right? For people who might be struggling with feelings of isolation or loneliness, could sports act as a bridge to improving their mental health in that way?
Absolutely, human beings are social creatures, and the relationship we build are essential for our mental well-being. In team sports, athletes often build strong bonds with their teammates, and that sense of connection can have incredible impact on mental health. Team members can act as support system, uh, whether it's offering engagement, encouragement during tough moments or just being there as a friend. But even outside competition, competitive sports, joining a fitness class or recreational league can help people tap into same sense of community. And for someone who might be feeling isolated, knowing that there is a group of people who are counting on them or who they can share their experiences with can be a life changing.
Yeah, that shared experience seems like such a game changer. Now, on the flip side, are there any potential downsides to sports when it comes to mental health? can it sometimes have the opposite effect, especially if someone is struggling with performance anxiety or dealing with intense pressure?
Great. While sports can be incredibly beneficial for mental health, there are definitely situations where the pressure to perform can have negative effects. This is especially true in high stakes environments like professional sports or competitive youth leagues, where there is a lot of emphasis on winning and achieving success. For some athletes, the constant pressure to perform can lead to burnout, anxiety, or even depression. Performance anxiety is real, and it takes a toll on athletes' mental state. That's why it is crucial for athletes, especially younger ones, to have a strong support system in place, whether in coaches, families, or mental health professionals who can help them navigate those pressure.
That's such an important point, especially for parents or coaches listening in. Encouraging mental well-being alongside physical performance can really make a difference. So, Mr. Jairas, if someone is feeling overwhelmed by sports-related stress or anxiety, what are some of the strategies they can use to help manage that?
First, it's important to recognize that it's okay to feel stressed or anxious. It's normal. The pressure doesn't just vanish, but acknowledging it is a huge first step. After that, some strategies that really help may include mindfulness and breathing exercise. This may include taking time to focus on your breath, especially before a game or a practice, can help calm your mind and ground you in the present moment. uh, Setting realistic goals. So sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect. Break down your goals into smaller, achievable steps, and focus on personal growth rather than just winning. Then you can also do talking to someone. So whether it's a coach, a therapist, a teammate, having an open conversation about mental health, about how to feel is vital. Expressing what's on your mind can help relieve someone of the burden. Then you can also have taking breaks. If pressure gets too overwhelming, it's okay to step away and recharge. Mental health should always come first.
I think it's so important to normalize taking care of our mental health, just like we would our physical health. Whether you're a professional athlete or someone just getting started with the sport, those small mental health practices can make a huge difference.
Absolutely, Vivian. It's all about balance. Using sports as a tool for growth, but making sure it doesn't become a source of um, stress.
Emotional stress.
What when approached with the right mindset, sports can be an amazing outlet for mental and environmental well-being.
Emotion. Well said, Mr. Jairus. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your insights. This conversation has been so enlightening, and I'm sure our listeners will walk away with a new perspective on how sports impact mental health.
It's been a pleasure, Vivian. Thanks for having me.
And thank you to everyone tuning in today. Remember, no matter what sport you love, there is more to it than just the physical. Take care of your mind and it will take care of you. Until next time, stay strong mentally and physically.